Hello audience, my name is Isaac Tears, and I am the bard of Bardic Logs, and I am your DM today. Now I present to you a wonderfully woven tale of bounty hunters going and hunting down the missing figures of Los Pelagos. Please join me and them in a Bardic Logs side quest, Inner Demons. Part 5. The DM had us in the first half, not gonna lie.
Let's choke on our spit once in a while, don't we?
True. Okay. So, you guys are surrounding this were-tiger. It's on the ground. And you guys are in the middle of manacling it. And while you're manacling it, you notice that the manacles are meant for like human, not necessarily human, like it can go for human, orc, etc. But like you would need specific manacles for like a halfling or for like a Goliath or half giant, right? So this were-tiger, while not like Goliath sized, you're like trying to really squeeze it into the manacles. It's really thick and big, and like just barely will squeeze. And during that moment, while you're like this, well, I would say maybe you, Amleth, is just struggling with the manacles, because again, it's not like it's particularly hard. It's just thick, but you know you can get it on. So while you're struggling with it, Lysel, kind of annoyed with you, steps forward to be like, "Let me help you." And in that moment, the were-tiger springs forward, biting her neck. And in that moment, her eyes go wide. Nails. Oh God, no! Tries to jump on the were-tiger, starts like pulling him off. But you see that it hits right in a carotid area. In that moment, Z's character springs forward to try to help, taking a claw straight to the gut. In that moment, Amleth, you just reel him back, slamming it into the wall, slamming the manacles down. No longer trying to be like somewhat nice, trying to make sure it fits somewhat. You just slammed it down. You can see it now like digging into the thick arm of the were-tiger. You're no longer giving a fuck. Lysel and Z lay injured, not like on the ground prone, but like grabbing one knee. Nails is, desperately trying to, help Lysel, as you see that the actual bites and the claw mark is now deep within some kind of artery. What are your guys' initial reactions? The tiger's now manacled. You're able to like really get it down there and subdue it. But what are your guys' initial reactions as Lysel and Z kind of help?
Corvis takes one tiny step back and says, "Holy fuck!" and then tries to go use some medical aid on them. Even though from the wounds, there's little to nothing he can do for them.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Take their shit.
Fail.
I'm just kidding. No, sorry, it's been a while since I've done this.
No, you're good.
God damn it. This is such a shit show. Why the fuck did we come here? You know what? I'm gonna head over in a little bit, and I'm gonna go talk to that fucking priest. And honestly, I prefer to do it alone. But I'm not leaving yet. Gotta wait until this were-tiger's all chilled out.
Are you guys wanting to like go inside? Because as you can see on a map, there is of course, a table, chairs, even a fireplace. You could even relatively stay the night here if you wanted for free, because the residents are fucking dead. And so you could just stay there for the night and try to tie down a were-tiger until it retransforms back.
Yeah, I think we should try to stay in here. My character is going to be like, I doubt this is going to work, but here we go. I'm going to twin cast Healing Word.
As you twin cast it, two things happen. Lysel, she's been passed out on the floor pretty much. So I don't know if I've ever actually told you guys this. I actually have a background in forensics, so it's like my specialty to describe how people die. So overall, she's already cold, and by the time that her veins have gone out, she has bled out relatively within 30 seconds. And at this point, she is cold, so when you hit it, you see the wounds itself on the actual body, like knit close, but you do not feel that pulse return. You don't feel the heat come back to the body. You just see the physical wounds knit together. A similar situation for Z. As you see him, at first, you thought he was just gut punched, and so you all kind of focus on Lysel, but turning around, you see that Z actually had his gut ripped out. He's like holding his liver as he falls back, and you re-stitch it, like all of it comes back in, but he's already dead. Similar situation to Lysel. His HP is already hit, like way beyond double hit points. He's gone, and you're just kind of restoring it to make sure that he has a pretty corpse when he's buried.
Now, I'm no expert, but I'm very sure that they won't come back from this.
I'm gonna use that imp.
The imp looks to you guys. What am I supposed to do now? Shit. He like looks around. I'm not even supposed to be dispelled until I die, not when she fucking dies. God damn it.
Well,
You can be
if
my
you
imp.
want, yeah.
What was that? He like turns to you, huh?
Yeah, come on, buddy. Be my imp. Come on. Tap my shoulder. Come on, this is your spot.
He looks at you like like a cat almost, just kind of like, what the fuck? And then like slowly starts like walking up to you, climbs up your shoulder, sits down, kind of like nudges his butt into it, so like, he's comfortable enough, whatever. Fuck that bitch. And so looking at the essentially 2 dead bodies and the were-tiger, how would you guys like to set yourselves up? Let me see. You guys, do you have control of your? You do. Okay, good.
Well, before we start setting up, I think... Alright, so guys, I don't know what's going on here, but... And this is gonna sound really fucked up, but I'm just gonna chop off both of their heads, just in case. Because I don't know how this whole where shit goes.
I mean, yeah, that's what people tend to do when vampires just fights victims.
Nails kind of speaks up. Better safe than dead.
Yeah.
The imp has it right.
You got it.
Nails is always right. He fist bumps in the air.
I take my great axe and I raise it above my head, but before I swing down I said, goodbye. And then I swing down.
As you swing your axe down, the impact causes her ring to roll off and roll in front of you, Corvis. In that moment, the ring flashes, and Xena, your puppy, and all the other puppies, and the living plant comes out of her ring. Her ring shatters. And now there are 3 puppies and a living fern plant. Hey, what happened? Oh fuck, she's dead?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't us.
Oh, my life is eternal suffering. That's all he says as he stares at her.
It's me. It's gonna be more suffering.
Oh, I didn't want to be alive. I just took care of puppies that piss on me.
Yeah. Alright, well, now we got another problem. How do we do all this?
Drag it all into the house for now.
Yeah, might as well. See if I can take some of the belongings, figure out whatever I can.
That makes the most sense since we know that there was no real tigers. There was no.
Well, oh, sorry.
There were no real tigers during the day,
Yeah.
so we just have to wait till the sun comes back up. Though we still have to worry about that gargoyle coming around.
Well, you two, get some sleep. I'll stay watch while I try to figure this out. Alright, so with that, I am going to take whatever belongings that they had, such as that armor from the first bounty,
Mm-hmm.
ring, and whatever else that they had that was semi-important.
All right.
Semi-wealthy, expensive.
I think overall, let me see. Oh fuck. Okay. Lizelle didn't put her actual character sheet in D&D Beyond. Neither did Z, which is unfortunate. So I do just happen, because of the stuff she sent me, know what Lizelle sort of had. She had about, what's left would be about 150 gold on her. Z would have about 100 on him as well, so that's 250 gold. Then the ring itself, while the genie magic in the gem shattered, releasing the puppies and all the stuff she had stored in there, because, you know, that magic ain't going to come for free, and she kind of is no longer benefiting them. So, but the ring itself is still a gold ring with a very well-made desert kind of like genie djinn design on it. So even the ring itself could easily sell for a good 250 on its own. So if you want to write down like gold djinn ring and then in brackets 250 GP for like the general sales price. Then they had, of course, the runic armor with Guardians of Nature once per day. It is a studded leather armor, and I think other than that, they just had their basic adventuring gear. So if you want, you could take their backpacks. They both had some rations that you guys bought, so you guys can technically add a few extra days of your rations to each of you because of the rations they had. They had, of course, their, like Z, being the sorcerer, had like alchemical stuff and different kinds of toad's eye and lizard tongue, shit like that, right? And some minor like gems. So overall, all the alchemy supplies rounds to about 50 gold. Then Lizelle just had her swords and her bow, and that's pretty much it, because she used her Eldritch Blast for everything else.
What was that armor that she had?
So studded leather, runic armor. That the ruins are Guardian of Nature. I believe that's the spell. Let me double check that I'm giving you the right spell. Yeah, Guardian of Nature. Let me put into the chat again what it did. We did it before, but let me refresh your memory.
Studded leather.
Yeah, so it's a studded leather with 4th level transmutation, bonus time casting action, and Nature Spirit answers your call and transforms you into a powerful guardian. This is a once per day use. The transformation lasts until spells end. You choose one of the following to assume: the primal beast or the great tree. Each one has their own benefits. And just for like story's sake and some RP, since you guys aren't druidic in any way, it might be a different spirit that answers your call and turns you into a guardian of a different kind. Who knows?
So, guardian of forest and forest. Do you know the weight on it? Just studded leather.
Oh yeah, it's just normal studded leather. I would even say it's probably like 5 pounds lighter, just because magic does that for some reason. Like I swear to God, with every single one I've looked at.
Sounds good. Let me just get this all figured out real quick.
Oh good, no, loot is important. I played characters in the past where I didn't use any abilities. I actually challenged myself to only fight with stuff I could purchase, like alchemy fire, acid, stuff like that. And so, trust me when I say I know loot can be useful. Loot can be a badass motherfucker. Alright, while he's looking, I can actually go to you, Corvis, and Rocco. You guys are laying in bed. And, Rocco, you have the imp next to you. Nails is just kind of like chilling there in bed. And he kind of just like suddenly brings up, you know, what am I gonna do if I die? I'll head back to the hell, but like, you guys can't re-summon me.
Hi.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, shit, that's no fun. Just like
Yeah, nothing's fun.
rolls over, like this is bullshit. Like, so he's like mumbling to himself, like, doesn't even try to re-summon me, like fucking assholes. And Corvis, while you're sleeping, or trying to go to sleep, near your window, you suddenly hear, as time passes, suddenly a and you all kind of hear a general thud, but it's really loud for you, Corvis. This is right next to you. And for just like a minute, the gargoyle passes by your window, and you see it's like wing, like kind of scratch along the window, and it's like sniffing around the house. And after a minute, bounds off. But it passes right by your window, Corvus, kind of glancing inwards towards you.
It looks at me again. Holy fuck. Okay, it's like it was just going to whisper. Holy fuck, that was close.
Under the blanket, the demons can't see me. Under the blanket, the demons can't see me. Around daytime, as the sun starts to come up, you two start to feel rested. Amleth, do you get rest at any point, or do you just stay on guard?
I stay on guard.
Alright, so keep
I
it...
would definitely get up and insist that he get some sleep.
Yeah,
I'm still trying to figure out all this weird magic shit. Not exactly the kind of person that is readily equipped to know what it is, but hey.
Alright, keep in mind that if you even just get a few hours rest, you can avoid it. But if you don't take any rest at all, you will take 1 point of exhaustion. Because you did not sleep at all that night.
Right.
Okay. As much as I don't want to admit it, if you guys can just stay watch for a little bit, then I'll get a few hours of sleep.
Yeah, that will work.
Yeah, try to figure it out if you can. I'm not really in trouble. All I can figure out is that it's magical and that it involves some sort of transformation.
Magical transformation. That does not sound bad right at all. No sorry.
No, sir, nothing could go wrong with the DM's imagination. So, time passes. The day starts to come. Amleth, I like to imagine that you just passed out on the couch. You didn't even make it to one of the bedrooms. You just sat down for a second to like, okay, and then passed the fuck out. As the night started to catch up with you, your brain was like, I need rest. And after a little bit, Corvis and Rocco, you look over and you see the were-tiger. Who did I have him as? This was... Oh, yeah, okay. So, you... Oh, God. Just to make sure I have my notes right, I said Liam was a Dragonborn? One of the missing people?
Yeah, I got some notes. I got some notes I wrote down.
I got it, guys, don't worry.
All you said about him was that he was a cobbler. I don't think you said in particular what.
Yeah, I don't. No, I think
One
you
of them
said
was
half.
Half-orc.
Yeah, it was a
half
half orc.
orc, you got
Because the black bones were killed.
Right.
Be dead.
Right. Okay,
So-
thank you.
Mary and Bird were a couple that were at Dragonborn.
That's right. Okay. Okay. For some reason, I had their names, but not their race. I was like, huh. What the fuck are you? So yeah, as the day comes up and the light hits, the moment the light hits any part of his skin and it starts to kind of envelop over the room, he starts to return back to his orcish self. And you do not know him by face, but you have heard of him so far from other people. You can assume this might be Liam, the guy who went missing as a were-tiger. He looks... Well, first off, he's unconscious. Second off, he's extremely tired looking. His body looks worn. He's sweaty. It looks as if he's had just... Well, because he hasn't. Because he was a were-tiger, but like no rest at all. Yeah, I would say you probably wake up.
So he's unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Well, let's wake him up.
Slap him away.
Yeah.
Hi.
Let me guess. Your name's El Tigre.
My name?
Yeah.
No. What? No, who the fuck is El Tigre?
Just a name I've heard around, considering the amount of fun you had last night. Do you not remember?
No, I don't remember shit. The last thing I remember was being in my house working on a special pair of shoes for the theater.
So you were at the theater.
Well, not at the theater. I came from the theater. He like coughs up like not blood, but like a hairball almost. Like what the fuck? Yeah, I was coming from the theater, and I was cobbling emergency cobbler services to fix a shoe for I don't know what his name was. I didn't really give a fuck to ask. He was just a Rakshasa.
So you're Liam then?
Yeah, that's what they call me.
Interesting. You know you've been missing for 2 weeks, right?
What would you be? Yeah, come on. I know I've been, like, I don't really know. My mind's kind of fuzzy. Why am I tied to a table?
Well, to be completely frank with you and honest, and as far as the 2 bodies and multiple bodies throughout this house, you happen to turn into something that was pretty damning, and more into a giant tiger. And I have many questions for you. We all do.
Oh, fuck. I don't. Like, he kind of just like looks around. He like looks downwards and sees like Lysel and Z's body, and it's kind of like, oh, did I do that?
Yeah.
Fuck. What? I don't remember, like, anything. Like, I swear, I just, I was asked to go to the theater, and then I came back, and there was a knock at my door. I assume maybe I left something there, or they needed to send a runner, and then, I don't know, just something big, bulky, and then lights out. That's all I remember. I don't remember a thing more. What's gonna happen to me? Am I
In fact, we saved you. Last night you were being hunched out by the gargoyle. Do you know what that is?
Like the one in front of the church?
Awesome.
But kind of chuckles himself. That one hasn't been active since, you know, the other were-tiger thing. Wait a minute. Have you guys talked to the architect, the one who built the town? He's my neighbor. He was telling me about how it was built for this. God. He looks at you guys. Look, I know I've done many fucked things tonight. All right, I didn't mean to, but please, for Paylor's sake, can you just go check on him? He's my neighbor. He's a kind old man. He bakes cookies. I want to know he's safe, that I didn't hurt him.
What's his name?
It's the architect of the town. Oh God, let me see.
We don't exactly have a lot of time.
Did I give you guys? It's like legit. Did I give you guys a name last time? When the priest mentioned the old
I don't think an architect was mentioned at all.
Well, architect was, but I don't think his name was mentioned.
Yeah.
That was one of the places we were meant to go before we discovered the gargoyle was actually freaking alive.
Okay. I was looking at my notes. I'm like, I don't see a name. When I said that, I wrote down what I told, all the stuff I told you guys. So, all right. In that case, his name, Steve Carell.
Steve Carell.
Yeah, Steve. Yeah, his full name's Stevenson. A kind old man, came from the Carell Construction Company from the capital. Helped to build the town. So, very kind, caring. God, I really... Look, I want to know that I didn't hurt him. I'm praying I didn't hurt him.
Well, we can check later. For right now, we need to make sure that this doesn't happen again for anything else.
Yeah. Can
I turn to the other two. And... Oh, Steaks, I'll be right back. Alright, So I just turn to Corvis and I say, do you want to go see if this architect is okay while I investigate further?
Sure. Might as well keep someone to stay here and keep an eye on him. It may be daytime, but we don't never know.
Awesome. And turn back to Liam. Alright, on this map, I need you to pinpoint exactly where your neighbor is. Last time you saw him.
He is actually this right here. On the map already, on the bottom right, that circle with the dash through it. Because there was the alleyway murders here, and then there is Liam's and the architecture's place right here.
Sorry, give me just 1 second on that one.
No, you're all good. You're all good. So they're down here, and you guys are currently up here with the Were-Tiger. Specifically this building right here. Okay, let me see. 2 buildings eastward of the middle of the map, the marketplace. So if you wanted to go check them out, Corvis, it would be... Let me see. It'd be about 40 minutes to get there. Not too terribly long.
Sorry, where was it again? It's like south.
Over here, southeast. Right here.
Okay.
So you guys are just westward to the actual marketplace right here, and this is where the general of the murders and kidnappings have occurred.
Corvus, stay hidden. Make sure no one sees your face. Go see if his neighbor's alive.
Yep. Stay hidden. I can do that.
Good.
So this
All right.
is.
Blah, blah,
Oh,
blah.
sorry, go ahead.
I'm going to say Corvus goes bolting out the door, and once he's out of eyesight of any way for the rest of the party to see, he's going to climb up the side of a building quickly and try to Assassin's Creed this shit.
Sure, give me an acrobatics check just to see how smoothly you do it. Like, all right, now no one's watching. Let me do my favorite thing. Climbs up, accidentally trips on a tile. Oh fuck!
I mean, if you ask me for the acrobatics for the climbing, I don't need that. I have spider climb. But if it's for like the general running across buildings, yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, the general running across buildings. Spider climb though. Ugh, spicy.
Wherever I go.
So it's a lot of running, and then you would get to like the edge and just and as you would fall, you just slam your foot, your spider climb into the wall, and so you're like just staring straight downwards towards what would have been in fall, and you're like, ooh, okay, and you kind of spider climb backwards like an awkward Spider-Man, just like, oh god.
Thank God for level 3, for being above level 3 with spider climb. Don't need my hands.
Hell yeah.
Climb. Holy fuck, that was cool.
Whew, but you get there, I would say pretty alright. Now during this time, the Liam turns to you guys, to Rocco and Amleth. Am I gonna be able to be cured? You see like a tear going down his his right eye. I don't want to hurt people.
Now, we're gonna see if we can do just that. But otherwise, in my opinion, even if you were cured, you would still want to die.
He's kind of just quiet, like turns away from you, very like, fuck.
We'll try our best, but we can't make any promises.
I understand. Would you mind untying me? I'm not gonna attack you guys. We could just start heading towards the priest.
Actually, you can stay here in this house for now. I'm not
But
gonna go towards. The only person going towards the priest is gonna be me, because I'm sure he doesn't like you at all.
all right. So he looks over to Rocco. I guess you're hanging out with me then, huh, buddy?
Yep.
Could I at least get untied so we could play cards?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No. Okay.
If you can get some more information out of this guy. I've got to go pay a visit to the father and confess my sins. Oh, and I just unlocked the manacles and give them back to Rocco.
Just a little half elf, man. You can't. He'll fuck me up.
Liam like looks at you. He's like, I promise, I'm not a violent man when I'm not a weretiger.
I'll be back before sundown.
You like playing cards, Mr. Liam?
I do. I like playing cards.
I only play for money.
All right, we could do. He like looks around his pockets. I have 5 silver pieces on me.
I just give him the rest of my silver pieces.
Hell yeah! All right, 1 silver piece, buy it. He tosses in.
And it's he now has 11 pieces.
He kind of just smiles like, like looking at you. Come on, 1 silver piece, buy it. Let's pass the time. Definitely need a distraction right now.
Totally beam.
And let's see. So I would say, looking at the map. You guys are about the similar distance. I would say you would probably get to Father a little bit before Corvis would get to the Architect, especially with the occasional spider climb being needed to not fall. That takes a little bit extra. So I would start with you, Amleth. You walk by, and this time you see, once again, the gargoyle. He's just sitting there in front of the church, same as ever. Wings outstretched, arms to the sky. Like, just terrifying. And you see that mark that was left with you and Lysel's kind of combined attack into its arm. You do see that it's still slightly chipped right where the actual, like, wound was. It hasn't fully recovered from that.
Don't worry. I'll be back for you.
As you...
I head inside, and I go straight to the head priest's office.
Gotcha. Head inside.
I open the door, and what do I see?
There you go. Okay, so you're walking through the hallways. And as you're going through the second floor, so you go first through the doors, and the first floor, you see the Brother Crompt and Sister... Let me see, Buttress. And they're like, oh, hi there. Oh, and like, you just like full serious mode. You're like, I need to go talk to the father. I'm sorry. You just go right by them. I'm like, oh, okay. And as you're going, you see Paladin Mareeves. She's standing in front of the father's door. She's like, sorry, the father's busy right now.
Is he?
Yeah. Busy night last night. I was out there fighting a lot of the issues.
Yeah, issues. Wait, do I have my rage back since I rested?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I rage, and I get the tail, and try to catch her off by surprise, and hit her with my tail to break open the door.
That's awesome.
Oh, fuck.
Alright, go ahead and give me an attack roll, I suppose. See if you can blast that bitch back.
Let me... Okay, so...
That's how you make a fucking entrance. You're like, oh, I'm not allowed in. Your door's a suggestion.
And just to make sure, where is it? And since I'm raging, fuck, 13?
13 doesn't hit the paladin, sadly. You swing, and she does back up into the door, causing a like definitely like almost like a knock into the door, which you wouldn't hear the father, yes, how can I help you, from like inside. But she looks at you with like a, what the fuck are you doing? She pulls out her sword. Are you wanting to fight?
I look into her eyes. I go in real close. This is not a fight that you want to get a part of. Step aside.
Alright, roll me intimidation.
And that is going to be intimidation.
Yeah. Roll me seduction. No, I was kidding.
12, hopefully.
Alright, let me roll hers and see how she does with insight. Okay. So, normally 12 wouldn't be very good, but neither is her 8. So, she actually backs up and gets out of the doorway, kind of with a eye roll and trying to like play off like she's not intimidated. She's like, not fucking worth it. Just get in there.
I open the door, I step through, and I close the door behind me.
Oh, hello there. The father looks to you. How can I help you?
So what large objects are in the room right next to me?
There's
heavy, large objects.
bookshelf, chairs, a candelabra.
Great. I'm gonna take a wardrobe. I'm gonna pick it up with just 2 hands, and I'm gonna place it right in front of the door.
Awesome. You place it right in front of the door, and the father's like, "What? Is everything okay?"
Not yet. And I just, still enraged, still have my tail, I smash the desk right in front of him, and I grab him by the throat. What the fuck is happening here? And do not lie to me.
What the fuck are you I hired you for a reason. Like, you think I know? I told you everything.
You didn't tell us everything.
What do you mean? I told you everything I know. Like, the fuck you want from me? There's a reason I hired you.
Why is the gargoyle going after different fucking beasts? And why are those beasts the missing people?
I don't know. I already told you about the previous infestation. Like, I've given you the area to investigate. I've given you everything. Why are you pissed with me?
Because you are hunting these people down.
To investigate and save them. That's the point. I don't know what's been happening. At this point, he actually grabs you and channels magic into you that you actually lose your rage. Uses calm emotions. And rage is just gone. You can't feel any strong emotion. At this point, he shoves you backwards with surprising strength for his age. Like, you're a big fucker. And the fact that he's able to grab you, pull your thumbs off, like up to get your grip off of him and shove you off is relatively shocking to you. He starts poking you now, Amleth. And at this point, it's almost intimidating to you now. Because he starts like, it feels almost like he's physically growing as he pokes you in the chest every time. I hired you to fucking help my people. I was willing to pay you to do this. Now, don't you ever fucking disrespect me, or I'll have your entire fucking bounty service fired up in the name of Mercule. And if you ever lay a hand on the pierced Mercule, and he starts physically now growing, physically like taller than a giant at this point. As you see like this holy might start coming through him. Ever lay a hand on a goddamn priest of Mercule, I'll break your fucking neck. And at that point, a hand the size of a half giant grabs you by your fucking throat and lifts you up. Still unable to feel extreme emotions from the calm emotions. You just like lift up off the ground. Now, do you want to try questioning me again? As he slams you through the wardrobe and out the door into the hallway.
Yeah, I got just one more question for you. Why didn't you tell us about the gargoyle?
I didn't. No! And he screams it down the hallway. And at this point, I'm gonna tell you, if you get the point that you're insulting him, you 100% get the point that if you continue this, you're about to lose Amleth. You're about to fucking die. These are my people. I wanted to save them. How dare you even insinuate that I would ever keep anything from you? Then lay a hand on me. Break my goddamn chapel. You get the fuck out of here, and you're lucky that I'm letting you stay on this bounty.
Fine, and I'll go pay a visit to our gargoyle then and ask him the same thing. So I head outside, and it's still daylight, right?
Yeah.
I just look up, and I see the priest, still angry, just throwing...
Oh yeah, Mareeves is now like when you left, Mareeves looked scared. Like she was able to like kind of play off your like it's fucking or whatever. She can't even like hide it. This is like terrifying to her. Like she hasn't seen him like this in a while, and this is obviously very shocking to her.
I yelled, did a barbarian become a priest or something?
Actually, yeah, his background is barbarian, and then he became a priest. And then I had his special thing be like he grows with his rage using like Holy Smite. That was actually supposed to be a thing you guys were supposed to recruit possibly for the end, but I don't know if he's gonna help you now.
Oh no!
That's alright though. So you're outside, you see him just throwing, like a chair comes out a window, just slams in the courtyard in front of you.
Frick. And I look up to the gargoyle and I just ask, why are you hunting these people
It just
instead of helping them?
smooth as a statue, just doesn't move.
Say something, you fucking motherfucker.
It doesn't move. It just it just lifelessly as you in a very like passionate moment of just anger and just wanting something, the breeze winds through and you can feel it, the heat coming off of you a little bit, blowing up and around as you see the robes on it flicker away.
What happens? I'm sorry?
Oh, sorry, I was just saying that, like, as I was just writing a scene that, like, as you're like anger and you're seeing there with the passion, just a wind comes through and you can feel it like blowing you and the robes like kind of around. It's a very strong wind, but it's a very, it's not like it's like pushing you. I was just trying to create atmosphere.
Fine. If you choose not to speak, I'll make you speak. I just pull out the javelin. And since it's a non-moving target, I am just going to hit its wing.
Alright. You hit his wing, and so the wings, just kind of re-describe real quick, are long, bony wings, ones of almost skeletal kind. As we've kind of discussed even the first or last session, when you guys first saw it bounding, it cannot fly with these wings. They look more like purely aesthetic. But you smack the javelin with the vibrating tip into the actual wing. You slam it and it cuts right through, and you see a sizzle as it slams, and it cuts through the stone like butter. Like it's insane how just strong the spear feels right now with your anger. As you are more and more angry, you feel the spear itself vibrate, almost like a fucking like a massager in a way, and it slams it into the wing, cutting it like butter, and you see from it the gooey kind of stony blood starting to come out, and it still doesn't move though. At that point, Sister Buttress does come out. Excuse me, Mr. Amleth.
What?
Are you okay?
There are no words. Wait. Did you happen to see what happened last night?
No. I was in my room, and then I heard commotion, and she looks like that's why I don't really care if what you're doing. I know the statue is gone. I don't know what it was happening. I assume maybe you guys moved it or magified it. I don't know. I wasn't there, but it sounds like something went bad. Are you okay? Do you need to talk?
I need someone else to talk. But so far your priest is not exactly in the best mood to do so. And neither is his pet.
Oh, ignore Marie. She like looks left and right, leans in real close. She's a cunt, and like very quiet, like looks almost as she's like don't want Marie to hear her somehow. Like she's still very afraid of her, but she's gonna let you know, like don't worry, I agree.
Not that pet. This one.
Oh, what is this one? She like gestures to the gargoyle. I saw it missing. She like gets closer. What are you? I've walked underneath your wings for years, but never seen you move.
This came alive last night. and it has started attacking the were beast,
Oh,
the giant tiger.
it
Hunt it down.
isn't that good?
No. Right now, as far as the investigation goes, the only thing we have is that these were beasts can possibly be cured. But this thing is preventing us from doing so.
Oh, well, you know, wareism can be cured within the first week, right? If you well, first week if you get it before you transform. Once you transform your first time, you have to go on a mission to get ghost tears. But that's
Street.
yeah.
Shit.
Once you transform, it's a lot more because before then it's a disease, right? It goes through your body. We can use lesser restoration. We can handle it, but once you transform, it's more of a form of you. Your body transmodificates, and the actual undoing of it is more of a physical undoing of the magic, not just a disease anymore.
Like rabies. As soon
Yes.
as it gets to a certain point, you can't cure it.
Yes. That's why whenever we have anyone with that, we usually try to take them. In fact, we had, like, just the other day, I had someone who suspected that they may have had something. It wasn't even 100%, and we were able to just cast it, and they've been fine. So whether or not they even had it, like, it's... if you can get, you know, to help quickly, it's like any other disease. It's just, if you're not knowledgeable that you have it, and you don't know what's happening, and it's usually too late. Do you think these people... She looks at you. Do you think these people knew they were infected?
Well, do you know Liam?
Yes, the cobbler. He's... Poor guy, he's been missing for 2 weeks, right?
Yeah. He was the tiger last night.
Oh no.
I don't know how long he's been infected. But last thing he saw was a big burly being right at his front door. And then he woke up today. I don't know how long it's been, but you might have to kill him.
Well, what was he doing before? Like, she looks very inquisitive in her mind. Like, she's listening to you, but there's something else going on in her head that's rocking around. What was he doing? So you said all he remembered was a tall figure. What? He's a cobbler. Was he doing any work for anyone?
He's doing something for someone at the theater.
Theater. Do you think?
Hearing something about the theater, and there's a man, El Tigre.
Yeah.
No idea.
Yes, El Tigre. He's a Rakshasa. He came in a few months ago, and he claimed that he wanted to purchase the theater and make it grander. He wanted to make it the greatest tourism spot ever. Put on, as he claimed, the biggest show for the entire town's history. And I mean, he comes from a wealthy family. I don't know if you happen to know the history of this area very well, but Rakshasas are a very rare breed. They're not were tigers. They're like the Jin, but of a tiger breed. I'm not sure of the history, but the only history I do have is that his family, El Tigres, have been, or the Tigres, have been conquerors of this area for a bit, and not conquerors like military, but financial, rich philanthropists coming in, purchasing large swaths of land and taking over large parts of it. And his father was, I mean, I don't remember a lot about his father. His father kind of just disappeared one day. I don't know. It doesn't really matter, but yeah, like, he's a Rakshasa, and they have magic. Maybe you could question him. Maybe Whether if he's not the one doing it, maybe he can at least guide you in the right way. He might have better knowledge of how to dispel it. He might, because clerics, we handle disease, right? Like, she gets like really excited at this point, grabbing you. We handle disease. Maybe he can handle the magical part.
Might have just given me an idea of how this investigation might go. I need you to answer this one thing.
Yes.
What does he look like, El Tigre? I need you to tell me his build, his face. What does he look like?
Absolutely. Let me see. There's like flyers around. I don't know if you've seen them. Let me hold on. She looks around, and you guys walk for maybe like about a minute as she finds a flyer for the theater.
I didn't really like the priest, anyways. Not gonna lie. Yeah, but I kind of had to make up for my very nice character last session, so might as well try to bring it back one way or another.
There it goes. I put it into the chat.
Reinhold walks out like, oh fuck, it's that motherfucker. And now we told, oh, his father disappeared. And the fact that we know that it was a rail-beat tiger that started the last one, yeah. I think we all know who's actually starting doing this book. Oh fuck, Corvis is heading that direction.
Woohoo! Dab! And as we follow with that realization, Amleth, you are seeing with, you can see this Rakshasa. She's like, this is El Tigre. He's all Rakshasa are very material people, so expect pompous nature.
I just stare at it, and I just start seething.
She like rips the poster off and hands it to you. Here you go.
So, El Tigre, you're the one that's been causing me trouble. Can you tell me where he is now?
Probably at the theater.
You'll be rewarded for the promise.
Oh, please. It's the least I could
Right
do.
now, I might need you to come with us.
Sure. You know what? I already did my chores today. Might as well. And you and Buttress start heading to the theater. And if you like that video and like to see more content, please drop a like and subscribe to Wolfer28, or give us a follow and a rating on both Spotify and iTunes as Bardic Logs. Thank you very much, and we hope to see you next time.